A dark day in America today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream. God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. I got an awesome, fact-filled, and opinionated show. I got my co-host. He's going to jump on here momentarily. I just want to say what happened today was a disgrace. And I just want to state that we still stand with Trump. It's disgusting what's happening. These people are playing politics, and we're here to expose the deceit that we are seeing every day. So again, thank you for watching, and I'm going to introduce you to a crowd favorite, Brother Jesse Lopez. Jesse, you there?
Yeah, how are you Patriots doing tonight?
Brother, if people don't know who you are, give a quick introduction who you are. We're going to get right into this whole Trump situation. Of course, this is horrible what happened, but we're going to break this down pretty good. I've done some research, and from what I can tell, it's basically a nothing burger. I'll say that right now. But like my wife said, it's the right case for the right place, basically, where they're doing this. So real quick, Jesse, let them know who you are before we get into the meat of this whole live about Trump's trumped up trial. Go ahead, Jesse.
Okay, you got it. Okay, brothers and sisters. Jesse Lopez here, 20-year Navy veteran. And I've been with Trump on the MAGA Trump train since 2015.
Let's go.
Since 2015, people, before he came down the elevator, the escalator, then he comes down the escalator, and it's like, as soon as I heard him talk, I said to me, it's like, what this man is saying is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he's saying, because I usually don't listen to politicians because they're usually talking out of one side of their mouth and then it comes out of the other side, and they're pretty much lying. This guy's telling them what like it is, because that's exactly the way that people felt then, and now even more so, people feel the same way now, because now he's done what he was supposed to do. He exposed the corruption. Right now we have like a dirty poker. They're playing dirty poker. When the dealer is dealing from on the bottom of the deck, he usually doesn't let the other players see, because then you know he's cheating. Right now, the Democrats are dealing from the bottom of the deck, and they don't care who's seeing. They're doing it out there in public in front of everybody and the whole world, thinking that we must be stupid or we're not going to do anything about it, including the rhinos and including the that's why we got to let our senators and GOP know, is like, if you want to stay there on that job, you better start doing what you need to do, and everybody needs to get in back and start backing Trump right now.
Let's go.
Including the sanctimonious.
Okay, it's Jesse Lopez, y'all, with my co-host here tonight. Real quick, brother, so this is what happened to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're mad and upset in the comments. It's understandable, but I basically believe they're playing politics. What is the crime that Trump committed, ladies and gentlemen? I want to know the actual law that he broke. Real quick, I'm driving my 18-wheeler, right? And I find out last week they said they're going to indict him, whatever. Come to find out, I saw on Instagram that he was arrested, they said, right? Which, how does this work with the handcuff and all that? We'll talk about that in a minute. My heart sank. My eyes got watery, ladies and gentlemen. This is my guy. I love Trump. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what he said about Mexicans. I don't care about the jab. I don't care about none of that. I love Trump, and I don't care what nobody says about that. So, Jesse, I was shocked to hear, even though we kind of knew it was coming. Basically, what are your thoughts about the day as it started with Trump, and then to now this point where I've already dissected it and did some studying, that this whole thing is basically a very weak and pathetic case. Even CNN, is they said it was basically a nothing burger. Today he goes to Manhattan, correct, to New York, wherever, and go ahead and give us the rundown. Any facts you can give us in this case that we can learn from. Go ahead.
Absolutely. He of course they subpoenaed, they indicted him, so he had to appear so that he could get arraigned.
Okay,
And then so for the 2 weeks they've been talking about, oh, we're going to handcuff him, we're going to perp walk him, we're going to take his picture, and we're going to put it out there and everything. And except they forgot one part. It's like the Secret Service is involved in there, because they got to protect the president, even though he's not the president right now. So they said, no, that ain't happening. He's not getting in handcuffs. You're not going to perp walk him, and you ain't going to have no cameras in the court. But this all started a couple of weeks ago when we go back to how this story started.
Okay.
Because because Bragg had already decided, I'm going to wait about a month, because after there was a lawyer that went in there and talked to the grand jury, and he told him,
Jesse,
this guy,
I hate to cut you off, but who is Bragg? Give them a quick rundown before you go to the story. Who's Bragg?
uh, Bragg is the district attorney, the attorney general from New York.
Okay.
Okay, when he ran for office, he was saying, I'm going to convict Trump. I'm going to go after Trump. That is my platform. I promise you all, vote for me. I'm going to go after Trump. And like, oh my God, how can this guy be saying this? And then he actually wants to indict him. How are you going to indict somebody that you already admitted during your campaign that was your plan, was to indict him? That's a premeditated and sort of against the Constitution.
Yes.
If you're going to commit a crime, somebody actually committed a crime, but he didn't actually commit a crime. It was a misdemeanor.
Okay.
First of all, the Department of Justice checked it out, checked everything out related to the same charge, and they said there's nothing there. Trust me, we would like to get Trump, but we can't because there's nothing there. That's the Department of Justice. And then a couple of other attorney generals went after him, and they said, "We want to convict him, but there's nothing there. We can't do nothing to him because it's not a crime." So even Bragg, who's the attorney general, when he first went into office, all the people that were in his office, the assistant district attorneys, wanted him to go ahead and indict Trump. And he told them, no, we can't do that because there's nothing there to indict him with.
Okay.
The FEC declined to indict him for election fraud because they said that he used election money to pay off that chick, Horseface. But he didn't use election money. That was his own money, and it was a deal. And he had a non-disclosure agreement with her that she wasn't going to talk about it if she got paid. Right before the election in 2016, she came out and she said, "If you don't give me some money, I'm going to say that you and me had an affair." And she even came out and made her own statement and said, "Me and President Trump never had an affair."
Jesse, someone stated Saul's that backed by Soros. Is there a connection to Soros with Bragg's?
Well, yes, there is, because he's the one. Not only is he backing Bragg, but there's about 14 other district attorneys around the country in liberal states that are run by Democrats that Soros is funding their campaigns, because that's how he's trying to twist the country upside down on his head, by having the Democrat district attorneys do what Bragg is doing. In New York City, you can kill somebody and you don't have to pay bail. They'll let you out. You have that $900 limit that you can go steal. They'll let you out. You can knife somebody in the head. It doesn't matter. They won't arrest you because they're going to let you out. They'll give you a ticket. You can smoke weed in the street. They don't care.
Yeah.
So the district attorney Bragg, that was his platform when he was running for office. He said,
Yep.
"If you elect me, I will decriminalize all of these offenses so that criminals." And then the way he makes it sound is like brown and black people are being persecuted by the police. So I'm going to make it a fair playing field so that they don't have to be locked up if they can't afford to pay bail or bond. Really? If you can't afford to pay bail or bond, then don't do the damn crime.
Right. And real quick, and I just heard something on Fox. I believe that a man shot somebody that was trying to take his car or something, and Braggs and them tried to charge him with attempted murder or something until the public outcry came out. Then they went ahead and dropped the charges. Basically, this guy Braggs is not about doing the civil duty or upholding the law whatsoever. This is just another Soros plant, another leftist, politician in a position of power. And again, I want to state this, ladies and gentlemen, from my research, from what I saw today, from CNN to Fox and everybody breaking down the whole all the 34 charges, felony charges, guys, this thing is very weak and pathetic. So to the point that even MSNBC cut away from Trump's speaking because they knew they didn't want Trump to sit there and tell the people how he felt or what he felt was going on or whatever. So they cut away. CNN even came in and said that it was very weak. People are dissecting this and they're basically saying that this is just another political ploy. So back to what we were saying, you're saying earlier. So continue with your story when I cut you off about Bragg's. Remember he was talking to somebody you said earlier. Do you remember? Go ahead.
Okay, well, so Bragg, so what Bragg is doing is like, oh, in those 34 counts, when you're they've been broken down. They've been broken down by some constitutional attorneys already. Some people that used to be attorney generals, Democrats and Republicans, and they said those 34 counts are actually only 2.
Wow.
Except what he's doing is called bootstrapping in the legal world.
Okay.
He's stacking charges. He's stacking charges, and that's why the brother that I saw on Twitter, he says, I think President Trump was the 3rd black president because they treated him just like they treat all us other blacks.
Hey, Jesse.
Giving him false accusations and then sending him to prison for something that he didn't do, and that's what they're trying to do to him.
Jesse,
so it's like, people say, I don't even like Trump. But you know what? That black brother, my brother puts on a MAGA hat and said, now I want to vote for him just because of the way they treated him and the way they're treating us, thinking we're stupid.
Jesse, whenever they read the charges, it's just a lot of legal jargon. I think it's leading to a lot of confusion, and I think it was done on purpose because what I believe is going to happen, the lawyers for Trump said they're going to file for a motion to dismiss these charges, and it might be held up over Trump's head, December, January, how convenient, right? 2024. And then they might put a gag order on Trump. I believe what a lot of people are believing that this thing is just going to stretch on. It's going to try to hinder Trump. My wife said, what if they make it to where he can't even go to rallies or even speak? I mean, I just think this is another political hurdle put by these Democrats.
Well, when the judge, judge talked, when they had that's all it is. That's all it is. And then when Trump was talking tonight in Mar-a-Lago, he went back there, and as soon as he landed, he went back to Mar-a-Lago and he started talking about what had happened today in court. And then he talks about the judge, his attorney. He's got some badass attorneys on his legal team. They came out and they said the judge did not put a gag order on President Trump. He can talk about the case. I said, in the first place, it will be a constitutional violation to keep a presidential candidate from being able to talk about something that could have an effect on his campaign. So he has to be able to defend himself. So the judge said, no, we're not going to have a gag. And Bragg, the DA Bragg, he said, oh, well, we got to have a gag, because he's going to be talking about it. It's like, well, Bragg didn't want it because then everybody would know the truth, because his case is nothing. That's why nobody wanted to prosecute it, because his case is nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like it was so bad that when he started the indictment, there were some people in his office, in the DA's office, that aren't Democrat, that they quit.
What?
Because they said, how are you going to indict him for he didn't do anything wrong? Oh, well, we're going to make it so that it's like he's trying to make a misdemeanor. The way that he's trying to do it is like, if he gave that money to his attorney, and then they gave that money to Horseface, so that she wouldn't, because she said, I'm going to say, that's all she said. She said, I'm going to say that we had an affair. And then she wrote a letter later, and she said, made a statement and a legal testimony, and she said, I was lying when I said about the affair. Me and Donald Trump never had an affair. I just wanted the money. And then today, in the middle of the arraignment, they had breaking news.
Talk about that.
Horseface was suing. Donald Trump was suing Horseface for legal fees. Harmeet Dillon, which is on his legal team, also representing him for all of these defamation lawsuits against that porn star. The porn star had to cough up $121,000 today by order of the 12th District Court from New York, so that they could pay for the lawyers for Trump.
And I have it right here. Fox News. I said I made a video and it said basically, it's like you can't make this up. This broke today. Trump awarded nearly $122,000 in attorney fees from Stormy Daniels. Okay, it came hours after Trump pleaded not guilty and being charged with 34 counts of 34 felonies. I don't even know drug dealers that get 34 felonies. I don't even know murderers. They get 10 years and they get a felony or two. This man was charged with 34 felonies, and these people can't even state what the actual crime he committed or law he broke. I got a question for everybody listening. What crime did Donald Trump commit? What law did he break? Let's go to that to the DA real quick, Jesse. So he brings up this charge at the press conference, whatever. I saw a very incompetent, overweight Trump TDS sufferer, and they could not, he couldn't hold a very good combo. He could not articulate himself well. I was not impressed by Bragg's when he was throwing these charges on Trump. And if you look at his history, he's been trying to go out. He's been going after Trump since day one, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what I clicked in my brain. This is just basically political theater. This is just politics. And I thank them because now we raise so many million and the base is pissed. But the point is, back to Bragg's, this guy, I believe, is incompetent, a liar. And the only crime I believe that was committed was Trump's civil rights, his constitutional rights being violated by this Soros-backed DA. Your thoughts on the actual press conference and how this guy delivered his statements and the charges? It was confusing. It was all confusing. Go ahead.
Another thing that Bragg put himself in jeopardy was when he leaked out the information about the 34 counts for the indictment. Oh. That is a felony. That's a felony. So once the case starts opening up and they start digging into discovery, because they're going to have to find out. Okay, well, how did the leak get to CNN and MSNBC?
Wow.
That you had 34 pending charges on the indictment.
Jesse,
because that's a felony to release grand jury information.
Jesse, touch on that. So what happened? Because I heard over the weekend that it might leak over the weekend. What's the actual facts of it? They're saying that he leaked the charges. Talk about that real quick. The leak.
The leak, and everybody that say it is like, okay, well, MSNBC got the leak, CNN got the leak, and it's like, okay, well, where could it come from? Well, it can only come from one place. It's got to come from the grand jury.
Wow.
And unless it was one of the jurors, which I don't think they would do that, but it's like the district attorney, Bragg, is the one that had it. He had the information, and he's the one that leaked it. So then he's in legal jeopardy. He could lose his law license, and he could be brought up on felony charges for leaking the information.
Man, this is like a movie, Jesse. I couldn't believe, I'm not going to lie. When I first heard about it and I saw Trump being arrested, I felt so bad. And then I'm looking at all this stuff, and I think a lot of people were confused at first, especially with this DA. He's very confusing, incompetent. He does not even want to give the actual charges. And then I start dissecting it, like I said, and I see all these reports, CNN, MSNBC, that didn't even want to show the Rachel Maddow didn't even want to show the Trump's lies. Yeah. Like they know it's a weak and pathetic case once they start to break it down and look at the legal jargon and the actual, the letter of the law, right? One of the ladies starts talking about the spirit of the law and letter. Lady, did he break a law or not? But that's what I'm saying. This Bragg's guy, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know him, because to be honest, I already don't even know him that well. But once they started playing clips of this guy, he's just like a regular, it's like Trump is the Roadrunner and Bragg's is Wile E. Coyote. You know what I'm saying? Chasing Trump and just having an anvil fall on his head, figuratively. Because this guy has been trying to get Trump for so long.
I was telling my wife, I said, I wonder if it's only me, because this guy looks like Alvin from the Chipmunks. And it's like and he got pissed off because Tucker Carlson started calling him the chipmunk
Wow.
because he looks like because his name is Alvin, and he got pissed off because of that. He started talking about Tucker Carlson, but here's one of the things that Bragg is doing.
Okay.
The misdemeanor, which is a misdemeanor, which would be a finance violation, which the FEC already said there is no finance violation because he did not use he did not use campaign money to pay off the porn star. He used his own money to pay her off. Okay, so then it said, well, so this is what Bragg is trying to stretch it. If the intention of Donald Trump was to hide the information that he paid the porn star because he didn't want to lose the election and he wanted to lie to the American people, then we can switch it over into a felony.
Wow.
But that's not why he was trying to hide it. He was trying to hide it because he didn't want his family to find out about it, because she was going to come out and blab about some stuff that didn't even happen.
Mm.
And it's like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean it didn't happen? And that's when Stormy Daniels came out and she said, I never had an affair with Donald Trump. I just wanted to get the money. I wanted to get paid. And then she got ripped off by by her lawyer.
Oh yeah, Michael Ivanetti.
CNN,
yeah,
and everybody,
that pervert.
everybody was saying that he's gonna run for president. And where's he at? Oh, he stole her money, and he's in prison.
Hey Jesse, what about the timing?
Michael Avenatti.
Yeah, Avenatti.
Oh, there you go. Avenatti.
hey, Jesse, what about the timing of this release of her paying Trump's legal fees? It's like a pie in the face of this DA. Like like I said, in the beginning of the day, I felt bad. Now, after I done seen this stuff come out, now I done see the reporting and talking to you, now I can see that this basically is just another political witch hunt to try to get Trump to not run or to not win. Who knows? So let's get to this real quick. Statute of limitations. Touch on the statute of limitations real quick, because they're saying these things are so old. I mean, what happened to Clinton? He paid off his mistress. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What's up with the statute of limitations? Touch on that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Clinton paid $280,000
wow.
to his mistress, and nobody ever made any big deal about it. Because they said, "Oh, well, that was a private thing that he took care of, and he didn't use any campaign money." And it's like, "Oh, okay." So one of the things that opens up about today's arraignment and the indictment, because they indicted Trump today, and it's the first time in history that a former president gets indicted.
Wow.
There's been a lot of legal scholars all over Rumble, Twitter, on podcasts, coming out on Fox and everything, talking about it. Like, now what they did is they made it so that if there's a Republican district attorney in Utah and he decides to file charges against Clinton for what he did, he can indict Clinton. And they can indict Hillary for the $10 million that she spent on the Steele dossier and the Russian collusion. So all of these people are now able to be indicted by Republican district attorneys from around the country. They don't know what they did. They opened a big can of worms. And this boomerang is going to come back and hit them in the back of the head.
Let's hope so. Next subject is this. The DA has a horrible track record, an embarrassing track record, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is a buffoon, okay? I got to ask you real quick. The Clintons and the Bidens, you talking about them being persecuted. I told my wife the same thing, but she said, you know what? The Bidens and Clintons will never be charged for anything. What do you think the odds are it might happen? And what do you think about this DA's horrible track record? Go ahead.
Well, for example, is like he brought 100 lawsuits against the Trump organization, and he lost them, except for one of them that I think they got a 120 million for something. And so Bragg thinks that because they won that one, that he'll be able to win this other one that he's working on right now, which doesn't have, which is like we talked about before, is beyond the statute of limitations. They can't charge you beyond this. You can't stretch the statute of limitations,
Wow.
and you can't convert it into a felony. And that's what he's trying to do.
Oh, we got a call,
And
Jesse. I'm sorry about that. Okay, well, I had a call him. I'm gonna call him back. Somebody call me, y'all. Let me see who this is. Hello. Sorry about that, Jesse.
No problem, bro.
Hello.
Hello.
You're on Nino Radio.
What's up, man?
Who's this?
What's up, Nino?
Who is this?
Nino.
Who is this?
Drew.
Who?
You Drew. Drew.
What's up, man? Talk to me. Hey, can you turn down the YouTube? What's up? You're live on the air. What'd you want to say?
Man, I'm just laughing, man. I'm having a good time, man, because they finally locking up Trump. You feel me?
Hey, they ain't gonna lock. It ain't gonna happen.
He ain't locked up. He's in Mar-a-Lago.
Why don't you like Trump? Why don't you like Trump? Okay, why don't you like Trump? Why don't you like Trump?
Because he got supporters like you who are racist against their own race, bro, for no reason.
Okay,
and claim to be Christian. You claim to be a Christian, but you're low-key using it as a reason to be, as an excuse to be racist, especially against your own race.
Why are you worried about what another man does?
Because you got a podcast, bro, and you got a lot of supporters. So I'm over here calling and letting it be known the way you really are.
How am I a racist? How am I a racist?
Because you're Mexican, bro. And you claim that you don't let no, you won't let your kids know about their culture, and you claim to be so American.
Okay,
but you gotta look at yourself, bro.
But
you're not
hold on.
Mexican,
hey, but I wasn't born.
Race your culture, bro.
I wasn't born in Mexico though. I wasn't born. I wasn't born. I wasn't born in Mexico though. How am I a Mexican?
That's good, but your ancestors were.
Actually, they're. I think my DNA. I think I'm actually Indian. That's what we're looking into my actual ancestry. So this land is my land. So what if my family didn't come from Mexico? What if they didn't? What if they didn't come from Mexico though?
It is your land, bro, because Mexicans were here before any of the white Americans. You feel me?
Oh,
they used to be Mexico back in the day.
But America, the United States conquered. Right? Texas conquered, right? We won. Let me ask you. So you don't like America?
What do you mean we won? What do you mean we won, bro? You know?
I'm from Texas, and we won. We won. This is our land. This is our land. This is our land right here.
Yeah.
If you love Mexico, if you love Mexico so much, why don't you go live in Mexico then?
That's a good point.
I will. I do go over there.
Awesome.
Going over there on the weekends. You feel me? I stay out here. I get that American money, and I go out there on the weekends and kick back. You feel me? And spend it and live like a king, bro.
But why do you take American money,
bro?
Why do you use some pesos?
I do use pesos. I do.
I know, but
I turn your American dollars into pesos.
You can bring the pesos back over here and convert all your American money into Mexican pesos.
I'd rather take the dollars back over there, cash them in for pesos, and turn it into more money. You feel me? You got to be smart, bro, and embrace your culture, bro. You're not white, bro.
How many pesos they give you for each dollar?
Don't worry about it, bro. I'm calling in and let it be known that Nino's a clown, bro, and everybody in Midland knows that. And also, I'm just laughing my ass off, man. I'm happy and shit, because Trump is getting locked up, and you clowns are over there mad.
What crime did Trump commit? What crime did Trump commit?
He paid a porn star. $130,000.
Who's the victim? Who's the victim?
She's because he's over there paying all these hoes.
She's the victim, but she just paid Trump $120,000.
She got paid.
She's not a victim. She's just a little smarty. You feel me? She knows what she's doing, and she getting.
Then why did she just? Why was she ordered to pay Trump $122,000 today? Why was she ordered to pay Trump's legal fees?
Because you know, she's about to get more than that. It's nothing. She'll pay that fee, get more money, bro. Like, you know, it's all business and shit.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So do you support,
lost, bro?
do you support,
get over it,
do you
dog,
support, do you support Biden?
I don't support Biden either, bro.
So you just don't like Trump?
I don't like Trump because, you know, he got supporters like you. Like I said, bro, you over there using Christianity as an excuse to be racist, especially against
How am I
culture,
racist? Bro. How am I racist to my own people? What do you mean? How am I racist? What do I do?
Oh, I've seen you call, you know, say, bro, I don't even want to
say what?
You know?
What have I said? What have I said?
I told you to meet me at
what have I said?
Taylor Park before, bro, so I could see you in person, and you never came, bro. You threatened to call the cops on you and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
so
dog.
what if I said racist?
On,
so say what if I said racist?
You said all kinds of racist shit, bro.
Wow.
Especially when you use Christianity to be as an
give us an example.
You know what you're doing, dog.
What
you
I
know
say?
What you're doing, bro. You know what you're doing,
well,
bro.
Drew,
You know?
America, it's a free country, and I can say what I want, and you don't have to watch me, bro. You don't have to stalk me and watch me and threaten me, bro. You don't have to.
Yeah, but you claim to be something you're not, bro. So I'm just calling in to let you know.
What am I not? What am I not? What am I not?
I know you from way back then when you used to claim to be a rapper, bro. When you used to claim to be a gangbanger, remember?
Okay, and what does it have to do with now?
Bro, and now you know now you're over here on some Trump shit, bro. Come on, dog.
I can do what I want. I'm a father. I'm a businessman, and I'm a Christian. I can do what I want to do. And
you still working for the white man over there busting your ass in the oil field, dog.
Actually, it's my truck. It's my trucks. I got a white man driving my other truck. How about that?
Like you know, that's the thing about you, dog. It's not that you even, you know, like racist. You just over here dick riding too much, bro. Like, damn, get off, bro. Be proud of who you are, dog. And
I am proud of my culture. Is America. I don't know Mexico. I wasn't born there. I don't know nothing about Mexico. This is my culture.
Yeah, no, but
Midland, Southside Midland is my culture. Southside Midland is my culture. America is my culture. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I don't care to. I don't want to go to Mexico. God bless the people that live there. God bless the president. He likes Trump, right? Why can't you like Trump? But I digress. That's not my land. That ain't my land, bro. My land is here in America. And you know what? I work with the white man. I don't hate the white man. I work with the white man.
Yeah, you do.
And I've made millions. I've already made over $1 million with the white man, bro. Quit hating the white man, bro. Work with the white man.
No, always. You know, like, damn, the same way you embrace white people, embrace your culture, dog. That's what
my culture. My culture is American.
Yeah,
this is my culture.
But you're not white, dog. You're American, but you're not white, dog. I'm saying embrace your culture, dog. Feel me?
Why should I listen to you?
You don't have to be. You don't have to be white to be American.
Wow, right?
You just y'all.
What about the black people?
Texans, you know. Typical Texas, dog.
I got black grandchildren. They're not American?
Yeah, they are.
My grandchildren are black.
Yeah, that's good. Good for you.
Half Mexican and half black. So you're telling me my grandchildren aren't American?
That's good for you and shit, you know, but that doesn't mean anything. You're still the type of Mexican that will.
What do you mean it doesn't mean anything? You're saying that if you don't support your culture, which is Mexico. My ancestors were from Mexico. As a matter of fact, my ancestors were Aztecs.
That's good.
But I wasn't born in Mexico. I was born in Texas.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So that's why I fought for this country and served this country for 20 years, and I bled for this country.
Good for you, sir.
To give people the right to have their freedoms. To give you the right to have your freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, bro, you can hate me all you want. You can say what you want, but to be honest, the only opinion that matters to me is what my wife and kids think about me. You could think I'm a joke. You could think everything you want to think about me, bro. In my hood, I'm good in my hood. In my hood, I'm good, bro. Straight up.
You're a fool.
Southside, I'm right here in Southside Midland, bro. And people like you, you don't intimidate me, dog. You don't intimidate me. Then why are you here in Midland then? Why are you in my city? Why are you here? Exactly. Big old gold chain, big old gold chains and semi trucks. 100,000 in the bank. What's up? I mean, what's wrong with making money in the oil field?
We're talking about money, bro.
You're here for the money, ain't you?
We're talking about people being Christians.
I'm not working though. I'm not working in the oil field.
I bet you're not working.
Christian.
Hell no, I'm not. You're
Christian,
right. I'm
We
not
already know
Christian.
you're not a
I'm
Christian.
not
So how you
Latino.
telling me?
I
How you
don't
telling
claim
me
to
how
be
to be a
Christian.
Christian? Hey, if you're not a Christian, how can
I'm
you
not
tell me how
telling
to
you
be a
to be a Christian.
Christian?
I'm telling you to quit being
You're not a
fake, bro.
Christian.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not Christian, bro. I'm
Are
telling
you
you
a
to quit being
Christian?
fake and quit using religion as an excuse to be racist,
Quit
bro.
telling me
That's
what
what
to
I'm telling
do.
you.
Quit telling me what to do.
Well, I'm letting you know what to
How you
do,
gonna
bro.
tell another
You know?
grown man what to do, bro? How pathetic
Because
is
you seem
that?
like you're a little lost, bro. You seem like you think you're white,
How am I
bro. You
lost?
know?
How do I think I'm white? What does that mean, bro? I think I'm white. What does that
Everything you
mean?
say, white. You know, like chill out, dog. You know, ain't nobody say you even race, dog. You know, you're the one bringing up the white man. So kick back, bro.
You're the
Chill. You know, when kick back in your truck at work, bro. You know,
and make my
go look
money.
at some YouTube videos, bro.
Yep, that's what I do. I'll make money. And I got a
And
new shirt
educate
for sale.
yourself.
I got a
You
new
feel me?
shirt. I got a new shirt for sale. I got my trucks on the road, and God is good.
Good, man. Good. Keep it going, bro. Keep working for the white man. Keep making the white man that money.
I actually got a white driver. So what does that
But
tell
wait a
you?
minute. How can we be? How
Good.
can we be making money just for the white man? If black man go get gasoline, brown man get gasoline, Indian people
Yeah.
get gasoline, people from other countries get gasoline,
Yeah, you're
Mexicans
right.
from
You're right. Yeah.
Mexico come buy gasoline. So it's equal opportunity gasoline.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what's up, man. I know how it is in Midland, man. But y'all have a good night. I'm glad I was able to express myself and let you know how you are, Nino. Quit being fake, bro, and just be real. You feel me? Keep it 100, man. And y'all
Okay.
have a good night, man. Have a safe night.
You too.
Okay, man.
All right.
You be safe, brother.
Hey, it's all good. Freedom of speech. You know, they could threaten me all they want, Jesse, but again, I don't care. Hey, Vanessa, see if we can get Vanessa to call in. Guys, we're talking about the Trump. That went the whole wrong way, brother. I was trying to talk about the Trump case. But again, let's get back to what we were talking about. Basically, the whole thing's a sham. If Vanessa, if you can call in, sis, I appreciate that. I was trying to message her earlier. It's funny that she commented on here. So let's get back to the case real quick, Jesse. Final things I want to talk about before we do get another caller. If we do, the Clintons and Biden, they're not going to get convicted. It's a weak case, but it's in the right place. CNN was disappointed. Where's the GOP? Hey, even Mitt Romney was saying this was a weak case. I saw Lindsey Graham was there politicking for Trump on Fox tonight, bro. So I asked my wife, where's the Republican Party? They are there, but are they just playing politics? You know, because to be honest, I don't trust these politicians whatsoever. But go ahead.
Here's the thing that came out today about all the people that are all the people that are planning to become candidates for president from the Republican Party. They all have to support President Trump, because if they come out against him, there's 75 million people
And I hate
that
this.
are going to turn against all of those candidates, including Ron DeSantis, who's getting financed by deep state.
We'll talk about that in a minute. We got a call. Hello, you're on Nino Radio. Go ahead.
Hi, Nino.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you, sis? God bless you. I ain't seen you on social media, sis. You okay?
I'm good. Someone reported my account, so they deleted it, and then the IG, and I just haven't been back.
Sis,
I don't say anything. My page is very clean. It's very family-oriented. The haters going to hate. I don't know.
Vanessa,
so I just have to get a new account.
Vanessa, and I'm sorry to cut you off, sis, but everybody else, Vanessa, y'all from the East Coast, sis, real quick, you blew up on Twitter. What happened to your Twitter account?
They took it right before. Elon Musk. I just got my account back.
Jesse, I don't know if you know Vanessa. You know Vanessa, Jesse, or not?
Yeah, she's up there from New York, right? New Jersey.
All right. Okay, Vanessa, so we're glad you're back, sis. Hopefully you can make rounds and we can talk to you more, sis. So what do you think about what happened today? Do you concur? I don't know what Jesse thinks, but I think that this is a weak case, pathetic. It doesn't hold any water. What are your thoughts on what happened today? What were your emotions? How did you feel? I felt bad when I heard Trump was arrested, but go ahead, sis. Your take on the whole situation, Vanessa.
I think this is the weakest arraignment I ever seen in my whole entire life.
Wow.
No mugshot, no arrest. He wasn't arrested. No,
it was like fake.
He just presented himself, and then he went home. He said, "Don't worry, fellas, I'm gonna walk out the front door," and he did. And he's already in Mar-a-Lago, giving his speech. Listen, 37 counts, 136 years in jail.
Hey, it's like they just made that number up. It's like they just made that number up.
They have
It's
nothing
a
to do, man. They have
distraction.
nothing to do because none of this is going to stick. I already know it's not. Listen, the Democrats, by trying to attack Trump and get at him, they have made him the most popular president and the most worldwide known man on planet Earth. There isn't a hole in this world that doesn't know who now.
Wow, totally agree. Hey, sis, and how's it right now on the East Coast? What's the conditions out there? What's the temperature? Are they still got the TDS? How is it on the East Coast?
Everything is calm here. I always told you New Jersey is different from New York. Since we don't have that hype media, there's no big protests, no drama, no, our mayor stuck to his guns and actually protected the police. No vaccine for the kids. It's more New York, and
wow.
Because Trump was born there and all his businesses. I mean, they leave his golf course here in New Jersey alone. But it's more New York, and I don't know about you, but, if you see the protests in New York, that's a liberal, shithole state that has gone down the drain.
Yeah.
Everyone that's known, that's big, that has money is leaving New York. Everyone that voted for Trump that's either an EMT, police officer, firefighter, anyone in the hospital, they did not go to work today. They were short-staffed all over the city. Everyone who voted for Trump and who backed Trump in the police department and all that did not go to work because of the whole Raymond bullcrap that was going on. I just think this adds fuel to the fire to the base, and they know, the Democrats know that this is going to fire on them for 2024. But, again, I don't know if we're going to get them back in office. It's hard because, the steal, the corruption, the elites. I mean, it's Trump against the machine. It's a whole system, and I don't know where
well,
we
it's
go
not
from
only it's not only Trump, sister. It's a machine against all of us.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why we all have to get together. We all have to stick together and fight this fight together and unite it.
Listen, unless they tell me Trump is a pedophile, I will back him to the wheels
Let's go
off, and we're walking the rest of the way.
That's what I'm saying. But sis, Vanessa,
no human on this earth is perfect. No one that throws stones at Trump or judges him for what he's done, at least he's done it with women, grown women who consented because he's rich, he got money, he got connection,
He got the
these
drip.
Women
He's swagged out.
Accusing him. These are not children. These are not child. These are not trafficking. None of that stuff. This is women. What men don't talk about women?
True.
What men don't date women? What men don't lust on women?
We know which ones. We know which ones don't.
We know which ones don't. But, they want to judge him for stuff that other humans do, regular humans do, mostly all humans do. And, they want to make him the bad guy because he wanted to put America first, because he wanted to fight for this country, because he wanted things to be run the way it should be run.
Vanessa.
And,
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Unfortunately, I feel like sometimes we're losing the battle, but, I try to, put all my faith into, good always wins over evil.
Vanessa.
God will win over the devil. I try to always.
Amen. Vanessa.
Strong.
I got a question, sis. There's a divide. A lot of people have jumped off the Trump train. What is your message for those that are off the Trump train, those that are still on? You're a Trumper through and through, just like me and Jesse. What is your message to anybody out there that's maybe on the fence or just about Trump in general? Go ahead.
It's hard because, people think that, Trump is too much drama. Trump thinks too much baggage. Trump this, Trump that. It's hard to, tell people that are not feeling Trump anymore to, stick through it.
True.
And at the end of the day, they're going to feel how they feel. I just think that Democrats don't fold. Democrats don't backstab each other. Democrats don't give up on each other. They have the same message, and they charge forward at full force. And I think that that's the way this movement should have been with Trump, especially everything he's done for us. And how he's fought for us. And even after being president, he didn't put his tail between his legs and walked away and left his base high and dry. He kept Mar-a-Lago going. He made it his little mini White House,
right.
Republicans going back to him. He's still in the limelight. There's nothing this world can do at this moment that Trump's not involved. Everything is Trump. Either it's his fault, or he did good, or his base, or January 12th. It's always Trump, 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 Trump. And he's not even in office anymore, and they still can't get over him. Until that man passes away, there's going to be a fight against us for a long time.
Wow. Okay.
And like he says it himself. He's the one that they're not coming after him. They're coming after us. He's the man that's standing in their way. And he's the one that's fighting the fight for us. And he's doing it for free.
For free. And this is a witch hunt
He's
because
lost,
when you look at the charges
millions
have no
of
real
dollars.
depth in either. The charges have no depth, right? So
None.
they're like, oh, we'll charge you with this. Well, what are the evidence? Oh, we're going to find it. So they still don't have, so these are charges from 2017, 2016, 2015, 2013, and they're just looking at it a different way in a different limelight to try to make something stick. That's why they have to charge him with 100 things to see if one sticks.
That's what I said.
I mean, it's a witch hunt. You know, he's an impeachment king. You know,
Yep.
even if he was one-time president, but he did it to him. He stuck it to him, you know? And I love Trump,
That's what he did. You know, all they're doing is they're throwing spaghetti on the wall and see if it sticks.
Real quick, Vanessa, final words from you, sis. What is it about Trump? Because I mean, he is really polarized. He's really captivated a lot of people. I'm a Christian, Christ is Lord, but I gotta admit, man, something about Trump. Is this something about the guy? Why I like him? Why I went to see him in D.C. Sis, final words, real quick, on why you support Trump still to this day.
I think that Trump has been through and through to who he is. When you watched him when he was 20-something years old on Oprah, when you watched him on The Apprentice, when you watch him do business in real life, when you watched him as a president, when you watch him as a civilian, when you watch him as a father, as a grandfather, as a husband, I just think that he's Trump through and through. Is he perfect? No. As a Christian, would we want him to be more perfect? We would. But I think that he's not part of this corrupt environment that we're associated with, the government and the elites and everything, the trafficking, the children, the drugs. I think he's really a good, genuine man who really genuinely wants what's best for America, for the American people. You know, he wants to put us first. He wants to make sure we're good. Look at everything we're going through under Biden. The gas prices, the food prices, the shortages, our 401ks, the stock market, the banks, the wars. We didn't go, all this stuff we're going through now, they thought we were going to go through it with Trump. And we ran a solid system.
It was way different. Vanessa, real quick, let them know where they can find you at, sis, if you want to give your information.
The next time, because I'm going to make a new IG account. Now all these haters can't go on my account and hate on my child.
Wow.
I'm building Twitter again. I've just been keeping low a little bit. I've just been praying. And, if you saw Trump's numbers today, they skyrocketed on approval ratings. DeSantis was left in the dust. I'm not voting for that man, no matter how much they try to rub him in my face. I'm voting for Trump, and after Trump, I don't know if I'm voting again, because Trump is like a Michael Jordan. Trump is like a Messi, like a Maradona in soccer, the one in a million.
Yeah.
Our kids won't even see. Our grandkids won't even see another president like Trump. I've always said that to you. This is a one in a million man, and we didn't. This country was not ready for him. We did not deserve that man, because if we did, the system would be different.
Man, thank you, Vanessa.
And we're gonna stay a believer, because he's coming back. And I tell you one thing, what I believe God sent him for a purpose. God sent him to save this country, because nobody else is going to be able to save this country.
Yep.
Nobody else is going to give all their fortune and lose all the money and do it for free just because they love America and because they want to help Americans.
Hey, Jesse, go ahead, Vanessa.
Remember this, when people tell me, oh, Trump divided this country, this and that, I'm like, what did God say he was going to do? He'll divide your home from 3 to 2, because he didn't come here to unite. He came here to divide from good and evil. That's what Trump did to this country. He opened up our eyes to the evil, to the corruption, to the swamp, to everything that's been going on right in front of our face but been sugar-coated with shows and telenovelas and bullshit. Trump let us know look, what's right in front of your face is the truth. They're just sugarcoating it.
Amen. All right, sis Vanessa, God bless you. Thanks for calling in, sis. God bless you. When you want to help build up that account, let me know, and we'll push your account to the top again. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanessa on the East Coast. God bless you, sis.
Thank you. You know I love you, brother Jesse. So good to see you again. I'm glad you're doing well. And shout out to your wife. She's always A1.
All right, tell her.
God bless, sis.
Bye, guys.
And I got another sister trying to call right now. I hope she calls. Pearly from Shirley. And Jesse, I want to say something real quick. What you said about God sending Trump, for the nation, maybe even there could be a possibility that Trump was God sent, but maybe even to basically be the final nail in the coffin. If they reject this guy, right? You see where the world is headed with these perverts and the wickedness. Maybe that's the last, I don't want to say last hope, but maybe the last chance for America as a country, right, in the physical to prosper or even stay the powerhouse it was. Because let's be honest, China is with Brazil. They're not using the dollar bill no more, brother. The dollar bill is being weakened. Let's go ahead and pivot real quick to the other subjects that are not being covered. What else do you think that people need to hear besides the Trump situation that they're not talking about?
Well, one of the things is like they're trying to push, like you're talking about the dollar bill, and they're trying to make the general currency. They're trying to take away the dollar bill from being the monetary representation of the whole world. So they want to make a different kind of monetization, so where so almost like Bitcoin or virtual money, where you won't be able to control where you go. You won't be able to control what you buy unless the government wants you to buy it.
And they could track you.
You won't be able to own anything because the government is going to give you everything. So they can track you. And it's one of the things that Trump is fighting for. And it's one of the things that makes me believe that is like, the first 4 years that he was here, what he did, he exposed them.
Yep.
The next time when he comes back is going to be to destroy them.
Let's go.
And that's why they're doing all of these things that they're doing. They're afraid of him.
Jesse,
they're afraid of us.
Jesse, it's interesting what's happening. I can't believe it sometimes. It's like a movie. But back to the digital currency, ladies and gentlemen, think about it. Whenever we use a card, they tax us every swipe. They're taxing us. When you use cash money, you're not being taxed every time. Taxation is theft, let's be honest, okay? So start using cash more. Jesse, I love to keep a billfold full of $100 bills. Then haters can hate on me all they want. I'm an oil man. I can't help it. But I like to keep a billfold full of hundreds and fifties, and I don't like to use my card if possible due to I don't want to be overtaxed every swipe. So ladies and gentlemen, remember this. They are trying to distract us with Trump. But what about Biden? Horrible numbers, horrible president, crimes committed, right? And this guy is just in the dumps with his whole situation. So they throw the Trump kick, flag on the play. They throw the Hail Mary there with Trump, which again, Jesse, let's wind this down on this subject. What do you think's going to happen with the Trump situation? Your final thoughts on Trump's trial?
Trump's trial is not going to go anywhere. It's going to get stretched out by Trump's attorneys.
I believe so.
And in September, that's when his attorneys get to go back to court and file all their motions. The first motion is going to file is for dismissal.
Over.
Because this thing does not have feet to stand
nothing.
On. It has nothing to stand on.
It's embarrassing.
And by that time, they're going to be digging for all the information that they have on Bragg. They're going to be showing the videos of him running for office, saying that he's going to get Trump. It's like, that's premeditated. Yeah. How are you going to do that?
Politically motivated.
Some of the things that are trying to hide, because in a lot of ways, with this trial is a distraction. It's a distraction from all the things that Biden is doing. Do you know the nine service members that died in the helicopter crash? Biden didn't even say a word about them. 9 National Guard members that were training on a helicopter flight. They died, and Biden didn't say a word. Did he go to Dorval to receive their bodies? No, hell no. He didn't say a word about them. He doesn't care about the American people. He cares is about keeping the Democratic Party in power.
We got a call. I think I know who this is.
Call.
You're on Nino Radio.
Hi, this is Pearl from New York. Can you hear me?
Pearly from Shirley. You there, sis?
Oh, let me call you back. I'm having a bad connection.
Yeah, call right back. Call right back.
Okay.
We got another East Coaster. This is a classic call-in guest, Pearly from Shirley, y'all. Hopefully she can get through here. I like to get the temperature of different parts of the country. Jesse, let them know where you're at currently.
I'm down here in South Texas, and South Texas is red, bro. It's red down here.
Nice. Oh wait, Shirley, you there?
Hi.
Pearly from Shirley. My bad.
I'm here.
Sis, it's been a great, long time. Your husband doing okay? You're doing okay, sis?
We're doing good. He had the surgery. My husband had ankle replacement, and the surgery did not went well. But he's trying his best to move on with his life. He had the surgery in the VA, and it wasn't as good as we thought it would be. So, but he's good. He's good. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you for asking.
Well, thank your husband for his service. We appreciate it. Pearly, what are your thoughts?
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on Trump's trumped up case today? Let us know how you feel about the whole thing. I don't know if you caught the show earlier, but
Okay.
I had a lot of emotions. But now I kind of figure out it's a nothing burger. It doesn't have any power or legs. Go ahead.
Okay, so since I live in New York State, you cannot pay me to go visit New York City.
Hold on.
It is that bad.
Pearly, hold on. So there's a difference. I'm from Texas. I'm a country boy. What's the difference? Let us know real quick.
Okay, so I live in Suffolk County, which is a suburb of New York State.
Okay.
I'm approximately from the border of New York City, which is the 5 boroughs: the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. So the 5 boroughs is considered New York City. I'm part of New York State. Let me tell you, as blunt as possible, it's the Wild Wild West on crack cocaine, peeing and crapping in the middle of the street, New York City. That's how bad it is. You have drug users in front of kids' school shooting up drugs. They think San Francisco's bad. No, New York City's bad because Alfred, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Bragg, that he got elected through fundings from Zorro, whatever the guy's name is, he doesn't care about New York City.
So
he cares about black people. That's all he cares about.
So Pearly, real quick.
50% of all, yes.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you said that you will not step foot in New York City, correct? But go ahead. Sorry.
I will not step foot. You couldn't pay me to step foot in New York City. They advertise.
Why?
Listen, they advertise. Because it's horrible. The criminals run the street. They go into the stores, they rob the stores, and you can't stop them. Because these people have robbed the same stores 40, 50, 60 times and are let go. These police officers are leaving in droves. They have the highest rate of people either leaving or going for early retirement in New York City. And they're trying their best to get, 2 hours later, they're on the street already.
Wow.
So you're achieving nothing. And then the thing is, it's a lot of tax-paying people are the ones who are paying these police officers to do the same job over and over and over again. It's a joke. It's absolutely a joke.
Okay, so Pearly, so what are your thoughts about what happened with Trump today?
Okay. So it's conspiracy. Everybody keeps forgetting that word conspiracy.
Wow.
All you need is 5 people. So the conspiracy is the Clintons and the Bidens. That's all you need. Because let me tell you, the Clintons were never New Yorkers. Everybody keeps forgetting they're from Arkansas. Okay?
Oh, good
he
point.
Came here, they moved. Huh?
I said, good point. I forgot about that.
Right. They came here so she could run for Senate. Everybody kept saying, oh, everybody felt sorry for Hillary Clinton. She's a lawyer. Number one, she's a lawyer. She's not a politician. So everybody felt sorry for her. Says, oh, let's give her a job in New York City. It was a joke. She had to be here at least 1 year, and she was, for her to run for Senate. She had no prior experience whatsoever. And everybody in the Democratic Party felt sorry for her. So she became a senator because of pity, not a performance. There's a big difference. So what happened today in New York City was a travesty. They spend millions of dollars, they could have done this through Zoom, just to have our great president, Donald J. Trump, in New York City. They wanted to see him in handcuffs. They didn't allow it. The Secret Service did not allow it at all because they had to correspond with New York State, New York City, and Secret Service to get one human being in a court office for 1 hour. And then he flew back home. It was a travesty, an absolute travesty. That money could have been better suited to educate these New York City school kids that can't read and write third grade reading and math. But that's not concern.
Nope.
Their concern was, let's get the man, because he is the man. He will be running and win the election. And they're petrified of him. In New York City, all Democrats are petrified of him. He's going to make these people work. He's going to make them follow the rules of the law, and they don't want it. They don't want it.
Wow. Go ahead, Jesse.
So I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy to get him out of the White House because he was supposed to go in. And I'm going to share something with you.
Hey, Pearly, real quick, Pearly, just be careful on anything about Election F. We got to be careful. I don't know if you're going to touch on something like that because YouTube.
Listen,
go ahead. YouTube will ban me.
I have experience working in New York City election. I have experience. I've done it twice.
Okay.
And there was no suitcases underneath our tables, none whatsoever. So I want the government to explain that one to me. What happened to the mother and daughter? You don't hear nothing from them in Georgia. What happened? The Democrats took it and put it underneath the rug. Why isn't no one investigating those two ladies? And I would use that word loosely.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Pearly, back to the Trump situation. So, are you saying?
Okay.
How is it on the East Coast? Right. You're in New York City.
Yes.
What is the temperature?
So listen,
what is the temperature?
We found out today that the judge's daughter was working for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. The daughter. He needs to recuse himself, that judge.
Wow.
He's in bed with the Democratic Party. Yes. How convenient. We found this out today, that his daughter was working for them in 2020. All these things are interlocked with each other. I'm telling you. And no one's talking about Hillary Clinton and her brother owing $6 million to the Haiti people. Everyone forgot about that too. Where is Alvin Bragg for that? Anybody? Where is anyone prosecuting Clintons? Everyone forgot that. And guess what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Hillary Clinton's brother's dead, right?
They also forgot about Epstein's list of people.
Yes, right. Where is that list? I want to know that list.
Where's the people that Epstein had on the island?
On that list.
That's a real crime, right? Hey, Pearly, that's what I was saying, though. I asked the caller earlier, what crime did Trump commit and who was the actual victim? Who was the victim of Trump's crime?
So listen. This is what they're claiming. Now, mind you, She claims they had sex 16 years ago. We're going back when his son was she was pregnant with the baby, Baron. That's how long ago it was. Now listen, every man out there, be careful. Because all you have to do is take a picture with a woman and she could claim that she had sex with you. Because that's exactly what's going on. How many times every rap song will play, oh, be rich like Trump, rich like Trump. Now nobody wants to talk about it. Why? Because everybody out there wanted to take a picture with him. Everyone, even Epstein. He walked up to Donald Trump. He goes, can I take a picture with you? And Trump said, yeah, sure. This is why so many rappers, music producers, remember when he received an award in New York City. Let me tell you, Trump has done so much for New York City and they've taken it away from him. Listen to this. He received an award for diversity or something to that effect with Muhammad Ali and 2 or 3 other black people. They all received the same award because they've done so much. He helped open up an ice rink in Central Park. They told him it's going to take 4 months. He did it in less than 6 months. And he saved New York City an exorbitant amount of money.
And Pearly, real quick, they're going to say that that's fake news, but you live there, correct?
I live there. I know it. I used to live in New York City when Donald Trump started. This is what happened in New York City. This is what they don't talk about in the news. Years ago in the 1970s, we were like bankrupt in New York City. Imagine that, right? So they used to have these houses called the Cinderella Projects. So if you had $1, you would buy one of these slum landlords, they abandoned or whatever, a building. You will buy a building, a property for $1 in New York City. And what your job was to do was to renovate it and rent it out. So that's what Trump was doing in New York City. He was buying buildings like Times Square was the nastiest place you ever wanted to go to in the 1970s.
Oh, yeah?
I was there. Yes, it was. They had pimps there. They had prostitution there. They had X-rated movies there. So you had it was the most disgustingest blocks to walk through. And I used to, because where my grandmother lived, the 40th Street, I had to sometimes walk through 42nd Street, and I used to hate it because it was so disgusting. So what Donald Trump did was go through certain buildings in Manhattan, take them, renovate them, and make them to a showstopper. And he would put Trump on his building. So in New York State, if you buy a property for business, they will give you, and I know this because I live here, they will give you a 10-year tax abatement. That means for 10 years, they won't charge you property taxes. Now, if you don't believe me, AOC in 2019 stopped Amazon from going to Queens because she didn't want them to get a tax abatement of 10 years. That stupid witch that no one talks about. She's a deplorable individual, but we're not going to go there. So what Amazon was doing, Trump was doing in the 1970s, and it's legal. It is legal to do it. So I don't know what people are talking about that he broke laws. What laws did he break? They're not even defining what laws he broke. That's how bad it is. They're charging him on bogus crimes.
And Pearly,
that's the whole problem. Because they didn't break a law.
They're going to wait to December.
Yeah, December. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah.
And that's the whole. That's what makes it all even worse. Not even Bragg could name the law that he broke. Some reporters were asking him, "What law did he violate?" I said, "Oh, well, there's 34 of them." Oh, no, there's not. What law did he violate? And just like Dino said, it's like who was the victim? Oh, well, the victim was
right. There's no victim,
the
right?
porn star.
And
How could she be the victim? She got
today,
paid.
listen to this. Yes, and listen, and this is the weirdest thing that happened today. Now, Trump sued Stormy Daniels for defamation or something, and he won an amount. Today, he was awarded $122,000 from Stormy Daniels because now she has to pay his legal fees. So you're telling me they
not
had
only
sex?
that.
Oh yeah, right.
One of Trump's lawyers came out, and Trump, Harmeet Dillon, she came out and she said, we've already received almost $600,000 from Stormy Daniels in legal fees that she has been ordered to pay back to Trump.
Yes,
$600,000.
Because the thing is, after a while, you get sick and tired of people defaming your name, and that's exactly what she did. Because all she had to do was have a picture with him, and she says, I had sex with him. That picture means nothing. And this is what scares me in this country, that you're guilty until proven innocent.
Yep.
That's not how it works.
Yep.
Because what about Pearly P in California? He had a car wreck and he was driving drunk. What happened to the person he hit? No one wants to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
So
Pearly, I forgot about that. What happened with that whole case? Nancy Pelosi just slithered off. Nancy Pelosi just slithered off into her little rich little rock she's under, that crooked witch and her drunk husband. And then, hold on. How about when he was in the house with that big old pervert?
Yes.
Well, hammer time.
Listen. Now the husband knew that Nancy Pelosi wasn't home. Listen, he knew when the guy supposedly broke in. He knew Nancy wasn't home. How do you open a door? Think about it. How do you open a door in your own house with a drink in your hand and acting like he's your homie? That's how he was acting, like, oh, yeah, he's my homie. Oh, but wait a minute, he's about to hit me. And then the guy was in his house for what, a half an hour to an hour? So he never assaulted Pearly unless the cops came there.
Pearly, what do you think?
It was kind of weird. It was. The whole thing looked at stage.
Pearly, what do you think, real quick? We're going to wind down here. We're going to open the lines up. But, Pearly, why do you think that man was in there with Paul Pelosi half naked? Be honest. What do you think was happening?
Because Paulie P, that's his boyfriend. That's what. He was probably maybe the guy in the car in the car when he crashed up. Because how does he know where the guy lives? If he's supposedly crazy, how did he know where Nancy Pelosi lives? I don't know where she lives.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you. And he went towards the back. How did he know to go to the back of the house? Think about it.
But Pearly, like you said, great point, sis. They don't talk about it no more. They do not talk about it anymore.
They don't talk about it. It's
and the guy from the accident, he got paid.
Yes, but how is it not disclosed? It's supposed to be disclosed. Who paid what? The car insurance out of their pockets? Who paid who? I thought that's against the law to pay somebody when you get into a car accident. It got to be reported.
Real quick, Pearly, we're gonna wind down, sis. Give us your final thoughts and words, whatever you want to say to the people watching across the nation. Pearly from Shirley, let it rip.
Okay, Trump was president, and they took the presidency away from him. I have proof because, like I said, I work for New York City elections. There is nothing underneath the tables. Nothing. I don't. For the cameras. If it wasn't for the cameras, we would have not seen it with our own eyes.
So okay, Pearly, but Trump, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm trying to steer you. I'm trying to steer.
Trump will win.
Okay, go ahead. Trump will win. Continue. Sorry.
Trump will win the presidency, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is going to go down like Charlie Brown.
Pearly from Shirley, y'all. Hey, sis, God bless you. Thanks for calling in.
There you go. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
All right, God bless you.
In Texas. Take care.
All right, God bless, sis.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Man, I could listen to her talk all day. I love her accent. I'm gonna leave the lines open for a little bit longer. Anybody else wants to call in? 432-217-0709. Okay, and there it is. Yeah, and I got to be a disclaimer, y'all. I'm not claiming nothing happened weird, nothing else. Go ahead, Jesse.
And that's what's happening across the country. People are pissed off.
Yeah.
And each day that passes with more of this stuff that's going on, people are getting more and more pissed off, and they're getting more and more pushed over to the side. Even Democrats, because it's like, even Democrats don't like to be cheated and railroaded by the government. Because it's like people got to start thinking, if it can happen to Trump, what do you think can happen to me and you?
Totally agree. We're going to take another call, y'all. I got somebody on the line here, or maybe Chrissy will call in real quick, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Again, my thoughts is this whole thing with the, with Bragg's and the Trump trial is trumped up charges. Trump's innocent. Free Trump. Arrest Biden. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jesse, there?
Oh, I thought you had a call.
Oh, I actually got it right here. Perfect. You're on Nino Radio.
It's MAGA Chrissy.
Chrissy MAGA in the building. Sis, go ahead. What's on your what? Let's get right to it, Chrissy. Brother Jesse's on the line. Christy, what were your...
Jesse.
Hey, Christy. You did it.
It's done.
I did it.
Christy, your thoughts on this situation with Trump? Go ahead, sis. We got nothing but C-45ers and Trumpers on the line tonight. Go ahead. And we had a hater earlier. Go ahead, sis.
Oh, well, we had one that L just kicked out too. But no, what I was going to say is, and if there's a little bit of road noise, I'm sorry. A 6-hour road trip has taken me over 15 to get home, and I'm sitting at a rest stop right now, tired.
Wow.
But I don't know, what was discussed a little bit earlier. But here's my feelings. So everybody knows that all of his charges should not have been anything more than misdemeanor offenses at best. I would say not even misdemeanors. They're weird charges. This guy's a Trump stalker. But go ahead. I mean, what's regardless of what the charges are and all that. I mean, there's sugar daddies that do this all the time, that give these women money and tell them to be quiet so their wives don't find out and all that. And I don't understand how any of this is criminal at all. But the latest thing that I saw is that he could be looking up to 136 years in prison. That was just breaking on Fox a little bit ago.
What?
And yeah, 136 years
Chrissy,
in prison for these felonies.
Sis, and Stephanie's always right. But I told my wife, after watching the breakdowns, they don't got nothing on Trump. But my wife said, Stephanie said, Chrissy, she's always right. She said, yeah, that might be right. It's not a good case. She said, but it's the right case for the right place where they're charging Trump. They got everybody against him. I would hope he don't go to prison, Christy, but good point.
I mean, we said from day one that we didn't know if he was going to be back in office or not. And I think that this won the election for him, and they know that. So now they're going to have to, yes, I mean the pun, trump up charges so that, 136 years in prison. And I don't know, I'm not as great with politics as a bunch of other people. Can you even run for presidency if you have a felony? I don't know.
I think he can, right, Jesse? He can still run?
Yes, you can.
He can.
I think
he can run for president if he's been indicted.
It's a constitutional...
There was another president that got indicted. Ulysses S. Grant.
Okay.
He got indicted for driving his horse and buggy over the speed limit.
What?
And they locked him up. They indicted him. And they did the same thing with him, except they dismissed the case.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he still became president.
But I don't know if this was talked about either, Nino, but, why is nobody focused on the latest information that has been declared truthful, that the Chinese spy balloons have sent all classified information about our military to China? He lied to the American people about that. Where's that for impeachment?
Hey, Jesse?
Well, that's what they're talking, and that's the whole reason why there's distraction with Bragg. You see, The Department of Defense already came out and they said that Chinese balloon was collecting information in real time and sending it back to China.
Yep.
And then when the binder reader, the one that the press secretary, she said, well, we can't confirm that. Well, maybe she needs to talk to the Department of Defense because they confirmed it. They said, yeah, they did. They collected information. That balloon was being guided by somebody. It was doing figure eights around certain bases, collecting data, electronic data.
And we knew that. We knew that it was.
And we knew
it.
And then another thing they're not talking about, what happened to those $3 million that got paid to the Biden family? And all of a sudden, the indictment comes out, and everybody stops talking about the $3 million. And that $3 million came from China.
What about
all the What about all the Ukrainian money laundered through there?
They're giving up in a kickback. They're giving $3 billion. They're giving $3 billion to Ukraine. They're giving $3 more billion.
Yes, $3 billion more. $3 billion more. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yep.
And they keep saying as long as it takes. It is like, no. It's like, I don't want my tax money going over there to Ukraine anymore. I didn't want it to go over there in the first place. It's not our war.
Yep. I didn't want mine left over with the Taliban.
President Trump said it. He said it tonight, and he said it before. If I was president, Russia would never attack Ukraine, and there would be no Chinese balloon coming across the country.
Can you believe it? Hey, Christy, okay, so we're winding down, sis. What do you think's going to end up happening with this? Do you think he's going to get locked up? Final words on the Trump situation. Go ahead, Christy.
You know, I've said this a million times, and that's the reason I had to throw the disclaimer up. We have to baby this channel, but I'm not sure that. Do I want Trump back in office? Everybody knows I'm Trump till the wheels fall off, ride or die. But I think that they're going to make it very impossible for him to get back into office. But with that being said, if it does not happen, with all the support that he has, I think that will be the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And I think that we're going to see something that we've never seen in a long, long time happen.
Well, we saw it before.
Right.
We have seen it before. Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen it in my lifetime, but yeah.
Wow. Well, good points. Chrissy, thanks for calling, sis. I know you're on the road, sis. How's the travel going? Everything's going good? No deer? Everything looking good?
Everything was good except for my niece's car. The window got stuck and wouldn't go up or down, and she's got her 14-month-old baby with her. So it's just been a nightmare trying to get that fixed. I tried everything I could. All the tricks I knew to use, I did. But the only last thing I wanted to say, Nino, is everybody pass it along. If anybody needs Bibles, we're really pushing the Bibles. I've had a couple of people today request them. Free Bibles, free shipping. Hit me up on Instagram and let me know, and we will get those sent out.
Even the haters, sis, I got shared on a big page. And what were they saying, Chris? Y'all even, she said, they tried to get us on. How about the shipping? Chrissy said, we pay for the shipping too.
That's right. They were like, so you pay for the Bible and we still have to pay for the shipping? Nope, everything is free. We want to put those King James Version Bibles in everybody's hand that we can. Jesus is Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Chrissy. God bless. Be careful, sis.
God bless.
Call me when you get there.
Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Okay, I will. Bye.
Okay, and with that, y'all winding down. It's me and Jesse. We're coming back, y'all. Jesse's back on the squad. We're back united, and it feels so good, brother Jesse. We're gonna be bringing the facts because Jesse is all up on this, y'all. He's very informative. This guy is like a open book that you can learn a lot of. Jesse, lead us out of here with a good word, final thought, closing argument. Go ahead, Jesse Lopez.
One of the things that all patriots and Americans have to remember, don't lose your faith. You have to believe that this is going to turn around again. This is turn around again because evil is not going to win over good. And that's what this is right now. This is a battle between evil and good. And we're on the side of good. So keep the fight going. Those of you that are Trump supporters, fly your flags, get your flags, show your support. Put those stickers on your cars, wear your cap, I wear mine everywhere I go. And it's like, nobody ever tells me anything.
Show us his shirt, Jesse.
Like, I'm waiting.
Show us his shirt.
Nobody ever says nothing. And it's like, represent.
Jesse,
represent what you believe.
Show us your shirt.
We're coming back. Trump is coming back. I fully believe he's going to be the president again.
Jesse, show us your shirt real quick. Can you hear me? Jesse. Latinos for Trump.
Right here.
Bianca. Hey, Jesse, real quick. You told me this earlier, and a lot of people don't kind of like to hear this kind of stuff. But talk about Trump being arrested on this day, how you said that there's not always coincidences. Again, y'all, this is very interesting. Go ahead, Jesse. This is pretty telling. Oh, wrong button.
We're feeling it. You saw it in the Revelations, and it's like, Sunday's going to be Easter Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then today was the day that Jesus Christ was arrested.
Wow.
In the Bible, today was the day he was arrested.
And Jesse, real quick.
4 days before Easter, he was arrested.
And we're not trying to compare him, but you had a good point, Jesse. You said that there's really no coincidences in your opinion, correct?
Yeah, because it's like, I believe things happen for a reason.
Good point.
And it's like, there's a reason that Trump lost. There's a reason that Trump won in 2016. Because he was going to expose everybody for what they were. And then there's a reason. Because he wanted everybody to see exactly how crooked the Democrats are and how much control they want to put on the American people. And in 2024, he's going to come back. And we're going to get rid. He's going to get rid. And he already knows who the snakes are. He already knows who the good people are. So he already knows who to get rid of. The last time he was a rookie. This time he knows what he's doing.
And let's go. Guys, thank y'all for joining us on Nino Radio. I'm off tomorrow, brother, so we'll probably do another show. We got Chrissy lined up. We're going to knock it out the park. Jesse, thank you for your service. Thank you for joining us live. God bless everybody watching. Man, thank y'all. It was a pretty good little live here. Y'all have 20, 30 people on here. Thank y'all. We appreciate that. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here. Thank you, Chrissy, Pearly from Shirley, and Vanessa that called in, and even the hater from earlier. We support free speech, even if you want to threaten violence or whatever. God bless you. You're an American.
God bless him.
You're a patriot. You got grit. Act like it. Good night, y'all.
That's it.